Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi hadana li hadza wa ma kunna linahtadiya laula an hadanallah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh la nabiyya ba'da amma ba'du. First of all, let's say thanks to Allah who give us healthy and opportunity to follow online learning today. Salawat and salam to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The Honorable Director of the subject teaching English as French language or TOEFL, Mr. Aryas Taufik, and all my best friend in PBI 5B. Today we are group 9. We will explain about the material today, inductive and deductive methods. Okay, I'm Feby Angeliani as the first presenter, and let's begin the first point. Inductive methods of reasoning in which the premises are viewed as supplying some evidence but not full assurance of the truth of the conclusion. Inductive is distinct from deductive reasoning. Inductive method in the contrast with the deductive method. Inductive instruction makes use of student noticing. In terms of explaining a given concept and following this explanation with example. The teacher presents students with many examples showing how the concept is used. The intent is for students to notice by way of the example how the concept works. It is also called inductive instruction. Maksudnya yaitu metode induktif ini di mana premis dipandang memberikan suatu jaminan tetapi tidak penuh dari suatu kesimpulan. Sebagaimana contoh yaitu seorang guru yang menyajikan banyak contoh yang menunjukkan berbagai konsep yang digunakan, yaitu maksudnya di sini agar siswa memperhatikan melalui contoh-contoh itu bagaimana konsep tersebut dilakukan. Nah, ini juga disebut sebagai instruksi induktif. Advantages of the inductive method: the learner are more engaged in the teaching learning process. With our facilitating skill, the learner formula the generalization or rule. Learning becomes more interesting at the outside because we begin with the experience of our student. We begin with what they know. It helps the development of our learner high order thinking skill. These advantages of the inductive methods, it requires more time, and so less subject matter will be covered. We need much alert our student to the formulation of generalization. It demands expert facilitating skill on the part of the teacher. We have got to ask the right question. Organize answer and comment to pave the way to the derivation of generalization. Nah, keuntungan dari metode induktif ini yaitu peserta didik lebih terlibat dalam proses belajar mengajar dengan keterampilan memfasilitasi peserta didik, yaitu memberikan rumus, generalisasi, atau aturan. Pembelajaran akan menjadi lebih menarik pada awal karena kita mulai dengan melakukan pengalaman siswa. Nah, di sini kita mulai dengan apa yang mereka ketahui. Ini akan membantu pengembangan keterampilan berpikir tingkat tinggi para pelajar atau siswa kita. Nah, selain keuntungan dari metode induktif, juga ada kerugian dari metode induktif ini, yaitu membutuhkan lebih banyak waktu dan materi pembelajaran yang akan dibahas lebih sedikit. Di sini kami membutuhkan banyak hal untuk mengarahkan siswa agar pada perumusan generalisasi ini menuntut keterampilan memfasilitasi ahli di pihak guru. Nah, kita harus mengajukan pertanyaan yang tepat dan mengatur jawaban dan komen untuk membuka jalan menuju penurunan generalisasi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nini Anggriani. Today I will explain about characteristic of the inductive method. Number 1, it is give new knowledge. Number 2, it is a method of discovery. Number 3, the student acquire first-hand knowledge and information by actual observation. Number 4, it is a slow process. Number 5, it trains the mind and gives self-confidence and initiative. Deductive. Deductive method. A deductive approach to instruction is a more teacher-centered approach. This means that the teacher gives the student a new concept, explain it, and then has the student practice using the concept. It is also called a deductive instruction. Metode induktif. Metode deduktif ini adalah pendekatan instruksi yang lebih berpusat pada guru. Artinya, guru memberikan konsep baru kepada siswa, menjelaskan, dan kemudian siswa mempraktekkannya menggunakan konsep tersebut. Hal ini disebut juga instruksi deduktif. Deductive method. Deductive approach is teacher dominant. It begins with the abstract rule, generalization, principle, and ends with specific example and concrete detail. Metode deduktif ini didominasi oleh guru, dimulai dengan aturan abstrak, generalisasi, prinsip, dan diakhiri dengan contoh spesifik dan detail kongruasi. The teacher tells or shows directly what he or she wants to teach. This is also referred to as direct instruction. Maksudnya adalah guru memberitahu atau menunjukkan secara langsung apa yang ingin dia ajarkan. Ini juga disebut dengan instruksi langsung. Deductive teaching begins by giving student then rules and working with them to produce language. This is more teacher-centered. Yang dimaksud di sini adalah pengajaran deduktif dimulai dengan memberi siswa aturan dan bekerja sama untuk menghasilkan bahasa yang lebih berpusat untuk pengetahuan guru. Example, when teaching a new grammar concept, the teacher will introduce the concept, explain the rules related to its use, and finally the student will practice using the concept in a variety of different ways. Okay, this is that's all my explanation. I'm sorry for my mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, I'm Nurul Fadilah with register number 2318063. Will explain about advantages and disadvantages of a deductive method. Advantages of deductive method. First, coverage of a wider scope of subject matter. Because our instruction is direct by starting the rule or the principle at the beginning of the class, we cover more subject matter over a period of time. And the second, no bother on the part of the teacher to lead learners to the formulation of generalization or rule. We ourselves give the generalization at the beginning of the lesson. And next, disadvantages of the deductive method. First, it is not supportive of the principle that learning is an active process. There is less involvement on the part of the learners. And next, lesson appears uninteresting at first. We begin our lesson with the abstract, with what the learners don't know, so at the outset, our lesson will look irrelevant and uninteresting. Okay, next, deductive method, according to Bob Adamson, The deductive method is often criticized because, first, it teaches grammar in an isolated way. And the second, little attention is paid to meaning. And the last, practice is often mechanical. This method can, however, be a viable option in certain situations. For example, when dealing with highly motivated students, teaching a particularly difficult concept, or for preparing students to write exams. I think that's all from our group. Thank you so much for your attention, and please forgive us for from our mistake.